Well, hello, chaotic crew. It's me. It's your old pal Bentley Michaels here, up at the top of the show to say, how you doing? How's Monday treating you? I hope it's going well for you all. Big shout out to all of our Patreon subscribers. We got a couple of higher tier subscribers that are going to be getting the very first hour-long Q&A video featuring myself and, of course, Yamhorn Darrell, everyone's favorite bald character here on Chaotic Amateurs. For just $1, you get a shout out on the show. You get your name put on our wall of heroes, and you get the special unbriefing episodes exclusive to Patreon, which is just us basically doing the Talking Dead, only about our silly little show. So head on over there, patreon.com/chaotic amateurs. If you're not a subscriber, get on it, folks. And if you haven't got your shout out yet, please message us there so we know to do it. Sometimes we get busy, when I'm talking about producing these sweet, sweet podcasts. Hey, it's been so fantastic talking to you, but now we got to get ready for that killer theme music.
In a vast landscape full of adventurers, you are now listening to the world of Chaotic Amateurs.
And welcome back to Chaotic Amateurs, iTunes' #1 D&D 5e play podcast. I am your host and DM, Bentley Michaels. To my right, I have...
Caleb is Yamhorn Darrell.
Rhett is Duroc Dragonsbane.
And Milo is Ren.
I love how predictable everybody's inflections are. It's
we say
Milo
it like
is
the
Ren.
exact same way. Yeah. Well,
Every time. Yeah. And last time, ladies and gentlemen, our heroes were in the caves of FCF. Rhett, what's the caves called?
the caves of FCF.
Oh.
FCF.
It's the best time you've ever said
FCS?
it. FCF.
F. Okay, good.
F.
They were in the caves of FCF and making their way towards Brower, Nick, and they went through a body check. Oh, there were so many arrows shooting everywhere. They went through a mine check, so many stones of different colors, and where we laughed lest... What? I got too excited.
And where we laugh.
Where we laugh lest our heroes, where we last left our heroes, they had opened they'd done all the stones. They'd made the colors
available
correctly.
for voiceover work now.
Yeah, those are called scripts. They had I was thinking about how Duroc kept trying to okay, now I'm going to roll to move the stone.
Yeah, in the mind check, I'm like, here we go, strength rolls.
I got a natural 20. It doesn't move.
I rolled
what
2.
The crap, man?
I rolled 2 crits.
What the heck, man?
Yeah. Oh well.
It's basically you're like Kip from Napoleon Dynamite. You're like, gosh, this is the worst. But yeah, the door had rolled open. They finally figured out that the red and blue make purple, which is the ultimate dungeon master. That's me, ladies and gentlemen. All my dice are purple. My roll tray. Get at me. Patreon.com. And you saw a blinding white light. And you are all encompassed in a blinding white light. So all of my players need to understand this is like for Rhett, because he's a movie guy. This is like the part in the Matrix before they load up all the guns in the place.
The construct.
Okay, here we go. And if you just want to be floating, it's anything you want it to be, my babies. And but you're in a complete white area. Each player does not see each other anymore. As soon as that door started opening up, the light came out, it hits you, and it's just now you're all in your own each individual areas. Please roll me initiative orders. And I'm going to be doing initiative a little bit differently. Please wait until I ask. And so who has got 16 to 20? Okay, Caleb?
16 total.
Okay. And Yamhorn rather, and Duroc?
18.
Oh, all right. 15 to 10. Good. 9 to 5.
9. I got 9.
Okay, cool. Ren has 9. Duroc has 18. Yamhorn has 16.
Correct.
All right. So, as you are standing there, Yamhorn, or floating there, or being there, all of a sudden, the white starts to fade, and there seems to be a sort of just like, a scene forming in front of you where it's a forest, but somehow the forest is backlit, and in front of you, you see this very tall, shadowy figure in a robe, and it's just standing there, and it's backlit, so the person looks, giant, 18 feet tall, and it's just standing there. Okay. I mean, that's my job, but it's just standing there, not moving, but you can kind of see the foot tapping, and you hear the sounds of the forest and everything else around you.
Ooh.
Let's make it official. What do you do?
First, I kind of shake my head, like I'm trying to make sense of this. Maybe this is a dream. I shake my head and I look around for my compatriots, and I'm guessing I don't see them.
You see no one.
Okay.
Besides the forest,
And
you
this
hear the
person.
chirping of the birds. You see little squirrels having fun, running around in trees.
That's cute.
And you see this sort of backlit, tall, shadowy figure, probably about 15, 20 feet in front of you.
Can I do like some sort of perception or investigation to get a feel if I should be intimidated, or
Sure,
is
if you'd
that
like
something
to.
just I'd know?
I would say that in general,
Like, do I feel like
I
I'm
would
in
say
threat?
in general, you sort of feel like in general an overall sense of, befuddlement, because you were in a cave and now you're in a forest, and
Right.
like there's this backlit creature and that sort of stuff. But I would imagine with how you are, you don't feel that there's going to be an attack or
Okay.
anything like that in general. I would just say that you were confused about what's going on.
Okay. I put my right hand on the hilt of my hammer
Okay.
and I say, "Hello there."
The foot just kind of keeps tapping, and it just the arms are just sort of crossed, and it just stands there.
Can you tell me where I am, sir? I seem to have gotten lost. Or ma'am?
The hand, you see, motions in the classic martial arts movie with the fingers come forward and then folds the hands back across their body.
This is a little spooky. Why don't you come closer to me?
The hand just motions for you again to come forward.
Okay. I slowly turn my head all the way around just to check my surroundings, make sure nobody's going to sneak up on me.
Peaceful forest. You maybe see a deer behind you,
Okay.
eating some grass. It looks up at you,
Feeling
goes back down to eating.
feeling relatively safe, I slowly start to take some steps, keeping my hand on my hammer.
Okay.
My left hand up, just open, like in protest, but more or less just keeping my guard.
No pictures, please.
Yeah.
Okay. So you start walking forward?
Yes, sir.
Okay. As you start walking forward,
And I squint to see if I can make out any more features.
you notice as you start walking forward that the shadowy figure seems to be getting smaller with every step that you take.
Do I
And-
notice them,
Yes?
like, are their legs moving, or they're just visually...
Yeah, they're just visually getting smaller as you take every step forward.
I start to walk faster.
Okay. So you walk, you want to walk all the way up to the person, or?
Yes. I
Okay.
want to try to get within, 10 feet.
Okay. So as
Five-
you are
5, 10
walking up, you notice that the person is getting smaller, and as you continue to walk, you start to notice that the robes that they are wearing, very for easy, very Jedi-like, very Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's a outside brown tunic, a nice leather belt around the stomach, some undergarments or whatever with the hood pulled up, and as you come up close, you stop within 10 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. So you stop within 10 feet, and the person in front of you takes their hood back, looks up at you, and says, "What's up, bozo?"
Wait, how big is this person?
You now see before you a 3'2" gnome looking up at you, and it's your old pal Lanston Philly Duke.
I immediately take my hand off my hammer and I run up and try to go for a hug.
All right, he hugs you back.
Oh my gosh, where have you been?
Yammy, I've been hanging out in the netherworld.
Wha-
It's pretty cool out here. You can
Wait.
kind of see everything. Oh, God, people are so weird.
What? How did I get here? Are you dead? What?
Oh, I'm totally dead, pal.
Wait a second, and then I start feeling myself.
You're not dead. You're just here in the plane. This is the soul check, man. It's test number 3.
Are you going to be helping me out?
I mean, I guess.
Because I feel like I could do anything if I got Lanston at my side.
Oh, boy. Yeah, if I'm there to help you out, sure.
Yeah.
I imagine that you could do anything, but not by the way you roll by yourself, Yum Horn. I see that you don't have your dreadlocks anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a bit of a...
I've been watching you, Yammy. Been watching all your adventures. You had a hard time since the last since I sort of heroically sacrificed myself to save everybody in Bravik.
Yamhorn starts to kind of look down at his feet
No.
sheepishly.
Oh, don't do that, Yammy. We had so much fun together. Hey, remember that time that you sat on the beach with Owen
No.
in episode 3 and listened to him cry while
Oh.
I was getting sweet powder kegs like in this like weird little stronghold?
You better believe it. That's one of my favorite memories.
No, okay. I knew it. And then we fought those wolves in
Yeah.
Paulville.
Yeah, Paulville. That was the best,
Oh, sure.
man.
So,
Man, those were better days.
So what's the deal here? You got your new pals. That's good. You're moving on, and you're doing a noble thing, Yamhorn. I got to tell you, everything that you're doing right now is super important. You are helpful. You are needed, but you're holding back, and it's really making me blood red mad.
Well, I wouldn't want to upset you.
You are making me blood. These people, they need you. They need to rely on you. And there's so much that you're not sharing with them. There's so much that you're not giving to them. And you could be doing more. And yet you're not. Why?
Well, since you left, and I don't know, I just feel like I lost everything, and so I've just been looking out for numero uno.
Numero uno.
Yeah, I mean, I've made these new friends,
Uh-huh.
kind of, but I just don't. I don't know. I don't put as much weight into it because everything seems temporary to me.
Does it seem temporary? All of the people being attacked by dragons?
Well, about
Yeah.
that.
There's a big old city up in trouble, Yammy.
So that's, I've kind of agreed with the guys that should be our mission, but it's the state of things. I just have come to accept it, and so
Well,
like I'll do my part in the story, but I know it's going to play out how it's going to play out, and so I don't really feel particularly attached.
oh, well, you should. You absolutely should, because everything affects everything. The things that happen in Bravik are affecting things that are going on right now, and things that you don't even understand. Hey, Bozo, how is that trunk that you were in?
How did you know about that?
I
Oh wait,
see
you've been
everything.
watching.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The world's my movie theater,
Yeah.
jerk.
Yeah. So speaking of that,
Yeah.
how about a little bit of credit for trying to get out of there?
Or how about the next time that, someone describes a clock to you with
Yeah.
3 different circles of numbers on it, you pay a little bit more attention, you dumb bozo.
So Lanston,
Sure.
hindsight is 2020, and
Yeah.
when I was listening to that episode again, I realized that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Way to wake up
Yeah.
and smell the flowers.
I was listening to that and I was thinking, he's giving an awful lot of detail to this clock. Why didn't we ask more about it?
Yeah.
Clocks are stupid.
And in that moment, we
No!
pan wipe like Star Wars over to Durok. You, Durok,
Muttering about clocks.
are in a complete white area. You don't know if you're floating or you're standing. You're just kind of there. What would you like to do?
I don't know. I guess I want to try to move.
Okay.
Flail my arms a little bit. See if I... is there ground beneath me? Huh?
So the second that, like, you seem disoriented, but the second you flail your arms, you feel really dumb, because then as soon as you move your arms, it's like the world adjusts and you can tell that you're standing. You're like, crap.
I'm like looking around for Ren and Yamhorn.
The scene sort of starts to fade in, and you recognize this place as your childhood home. And sitting at the kitchen table with his back to you is a dwarf that kind of looks like your dad, but when you recognize somebody, you can just tell them, when you know them that well, you can just, even if it's their back, you can tell exactly who it is.
Right.
And this person looks similar enough, but you're like, something's off. And then you hear the voice.
Well, so glad that you could show up. Come down. Sit across from me, boy. Grab yourself a drink.
And on the kitchen counter, there's, a couple steins. They're all full.
Absolutely. This man knows me. I maintain my stoic silence,
Okay.
and I circle around to where the steins are, grab them, and take a seat.
Across?
Yeah, I place one of the steins in front of this person,
Okay.
and I keep the other one in front of myself.
Okay. You look up and across from you, from what you can tell, from the mausoleum, you were sitting across from Hero Dragonsbane.
So, Durok, you found me sword, have you?
I did.
I watched you go through the trials. Quite impressive.
Sorry you had to see that.
Little brash with the walking through the magical. And I really wish you wouldn't bust dwarves too much on their craftsmanship. They work hard.
Well, not everybody has your skill, grandfather.
To be fair, you were right in being angry. I didn't build it myself. I had it commissioned. Also, I gotta say, when fighting the stone giant, you think you would talk all of your trash at the beginning rather than in the middle of the fight. I like your style. It made me laugh.
Well, you needed to know my strength first.
So, what's your deal? You're a craftsman? What's going on with you?
What do you mean?
What are you doing in life? I mean, besides being on this whirlwind of an adventure.
I just go where I'm needed.
Seems like you were hiding for a while.
Well, I was. It all kind of felt a little pointless there for a while.
After your wife, of course, got dwarven cancer, in which her internal organs were turned to small rocks.
Nasty disease.
Terrible.
Hashtag find a cure.
Dwarf lives matter. Here's what I want to know. You've had the sword for a while now, and only once you've attuned to it. I gave you one, and only one time did you really concentrate on it. What are you doing, boy? You know you're supposed to be spending the time.
I know. Just if time feels in short supply these days, and I don't know. Maybe I'm more vain than I like to admit. I feel kind of silly sometimes.
You need to put your vanity aside. Because that sword can help you win this war.
Tell me about it, Grandfather. How did you wield it when you faced Zarvog?
Well, I made it. With the help of an elven friend. The elves when you've been attuning to the sword, have you seen the elves?
I did.
My best friend was an elf. Last name of Eonerth. I believe that you might be familiar, or one of your compatriots might be familiar. Taught me so much about imbuing magic into devices. Taught me the things that I need to know. Back when I was a young dwarf of 125. I had a sweet beard. But my elven friend taught me to imbue life, taught me to craft things with magic into which that I could connect with creatures, with the earth, with the things around me. Drakenstoder is not just a sword to kill dragons. Drakenstoder, at its fullest extent, is a sword that can help control dragons.
How do I get there?
Meditate. Lay off these ales, eh? And he picks up his cup and he holds it out in front of you and says, Prost.
Prost.
And clinks your cup. And then we wipe cut over to Ren.
I have so much anxiety for Ren right now.
Ren is in a completely white area. Doesn't know if he's floating or standing. Is just hanging out. Doesn't really feel anything. It's like that split second of when you wake up in the morning and you can't quite yet tell that you're laying in your bed.
When you wake up in the morning.
Feeling just like P. Diddy.
I'm going to kind of feel around and see if it's water.
Not water.
Do I feel like a splashing or anything?
No splashing.
Just floating.
You're just floating right now. Just floating. And then you see actually, you know what? Make me a perception check. This will be more fun.
Oh. 23.
All right. So as you're looking around, you sort of see right to your left the outline of somebody in robes that are all white.
Okay.
Your eyes focus on them. And then you hear,
Ren Life Soil. So fantastic to meet you finally.
I swing my head over towards the voice. Try to get an even better look.
So, as you do that, you start to notice a person. Very majestic looking person in all clean cut white robes. And as you're moving towards them, you hear the voice say,
It is I, he who must be, the Shaper, the Black Hound.
and as you get up closer, the white robes, almost like fading into color like in Wizard of Oz, turn to normal plain brown and sort of green robes. And you see the little halfling elf the little halfling god Ulagan standing in front of you.
Okay.
And then he goes, Ren, it's so wonderful to see you. I'm so happy you're here.
Without missing a beat, I just dropped to my knees and I exposed my chest and my hands and I'm like, Ulagan, I'm here to serve you.
Oh, please stand up. You're making a fool of yourself. This is ridiculous. Get up.
I slowly get up, but I make sure I wipe dirt on my... If there's dirt on the ground?
Yeah.
Okay, I wipe dirt on my pants and over my chest and stuff.
Oh, you know the ways. Good. That's nice. I appreciate that. Although completely unnecessary, we're here. We're just here to have a little chat. Ren, let me ask you a question.
Anything.
What makes you follow me?
You're simply the life, the essence of the earth, and everything I've known in my life has made me want to follow you and see the path that makes me the best I can be.
Oh, that's nice. I make you better yourself. That's fantastic. I noticed that you've been very good about spreading the word of me all around. You've been putting up dragon. You desecrated that church. That was hilarious.
I wouldn't say that was desecration. It was more just, spreading.
For other people, it was definitely desecration.
Well, it was a church of all denominations, and I just
Sure.
wanted to make sure it was, you were recognized there to the best of my ability.
I loved it. I just thought it was funny. It's very good. And then you've got, what, 3 or 4 followers now?
Yeah, I've hopefully 4. That child, I saved his life and brought him back in your name, and hopefully
You did do that. That was very heroic of you.
he'll find Yuri and continue on the right path.
I love that you're bringing out followers. Not a lot of people know about me. It's surprising. I've been around forever, since at least edition 3.
Well, you've stayed in the halfling communities, and I feel like it's time to get you out into the world. I felt like
that.
you wanted me to do that for you.
Oh, you're a dedicated follower. One of the most dedicated I've had in a while. I like this. It's nice. Ren Lifestyle, what is your goal? What is your ultimate goal with what is happening now? What do you want?
I see if we can end this scourge of this emperor and take down this dragon. My name, and in turn your name, will be remembered throughout history, and you will be worshipped as you should have been.
Wow. Such ambition. Such ambition. I like it. The guy with the biggest ambition sometimes comes in the smallest packages, don't you know? And immediately we wipe back to Yamhorn.
Yamhorn immediately, for no apparent reason, says that's what she said.
What? I don't get it. What's going on, Yami?
I don't know. I just felt like saying that for some reason. It just came to
Oh
me.
boy, here we go. This is classic you.
Yeah. So, what? I don't know. I just feel like I'm doing what's put in front of me, what's important.
Right.
But you seem to have this
Yami.
objective bird's eye view. What?
The fate of the world is at stake here.
So what?
There is something going on that you cannot possibly even fathom. There's forces involved. Holy crud. Dude, that dude up in Versberg? The dwarf guy?
Oh yeah,
Mr. gave you a dinner party?
yeah.
Oh boy. He's bad.
Yeah,
He's real bad.
They've been trying to run us down ever since.
Yeah, and guess what? Things aren't always as they seem with those types of people. You know what I mean?
We immediately start wipe.
Oh,
2.
Jeez, I can't get anywhere.
And I'm still guzzling my...
Yeah, we just and you've got it dripping down your beer.
That's the only way dwarves
Beer.
drink.
Yeah.
It's all it says to her.
So, no, that wasn't a good one. I was hoping to be better.
You all right, Grandpa?
That wasn't a very.
For some
dwarf-
reason, the burps just don't come up like they used to.
And he says,
You need to go south to the elves. Speak with the Unearth. The one that's in charge.
Is it the
She knows the next puzzle piece in ending this war and uniting the continent in peace.
Is it the same Unearth who helped you?
The person's child. Unfortunately, Zarvog took my friend. But not before. He was able to pass on to me all of the knowledge and how to wield the sword properly when I was making it with him. Though behind the scenes there, I didn't wield it alone. I didn't make it alone. I didn't forge it alone. I had help. And he helped me imbue the magic that it needed.
Did you really make it in 7 days? In 7 nights?
It was like 6.5, but 7's better. It's a week.
Yeah, I thought it's like a lucky number thing, you know?
We do it for the stories. Dwarves. Bunch of over-eloquent sons of guns. You know what I mean?
I can't agree more.
Bunch of dumb rock eaters.
I pound my stein on the table.
you pound your stein, a little beer goes everywhere, and he kind of slaps the table a little bit and laughs with you.
You know, grandfather,
My time grows short. Baravin is not what he seems, and no one around him is wiser to it.
what do you mean? What do you know?
We wipe to Ren.
Ren, first question you should ask. What's up with Baravin?
Oh, Ren. You and your adventurers. Going around the lands, saving people. Bringing my name out, but the ultimate goal here. In order to help save the land and bring more people to me, if that is your true goal, and as your god, and he does air quotes, of course that's what I want, but
Okay, good.
we have to think of the people.
Of course, that
Short term to long term. I need the people to get in the steeple. So you need to help them, Ren. You need to
course.
help.
Of course.
You need to use all of your advantages. Everything that you feel inside of you. All the power that you feel coursing through you. You're much stronger than you know. And we wiped Yamhorn.
So what's up with Baravin?
Who?
You know, the dwarf.
Oh, the bozo in Versberg?
Yeah, the so-called self-proclaimed king. Or
No,
whatever.
he is the worst.
Right?
Yeah.
But what do you mean he's not as he seems?
No. He's not.
Like, is he the worst or isn't he the worst?
No, he's absolutely 100% the absolute worst Yemi.
Okay. So we're gonna. Okay.
But at the same time,
Uh oh. Yes.
And then we wipe Duroc.
What do you know?
You need to go south. You need to get to the elves. You need to unite everybody with the sword. They can help you. There's still more quests in front of you, boy.
There always is.
But they can send you to the right place to help you defeat that monster that is running Versberg.
What is he, grandfather?
We cut to Ren. Ren, you need to rely on your friends. Sometimes it's not always about pushing your beliefs as much as you want it to be. Sometimes it's about going along for the ride. And then, picking up the scraps where you can. But hey, Once you've done this, you've saved the city, people are going to know you. You're going to be a hero. And of course they'll flock to you then. You could start your own church. Ren killed the dragon guy, and all in the name of me.
Of course.
All right. Well, we're done here. And he snaps his finger, and it goes black momentarily. Yamhorn, we cut back to you.
Time's up, bozo.
No!
He snaps, and your stuff goes black as well. I thought you were going to say something.
I was,
Yeah,
but
well.
I was trying to think of the smartest way to say it.
And now, the last scene. He lifts his stein to you one more time. And
know
he tells
there's-
you.
Oh, go ahead.
He tells you once he finds his notes that he had written down.
Keep meditating, and you'll understand more. And the elves,
He lifts his glass and clanks yours.
you can learn a lot from them.
He takes a drink, and it goes black. You all three now open your eyes, and you are standing on the other side of the round doorway. Behind you is the round doorway, and it's starting to close. The stones don't seem to be in the doorway anymore as it's closing. And before you is a 70-foot chasm. And on the other side, there's just a little bit of a shelf. You see a very familiar looking trunk in the center. But in front of you is this big chasm. And you just see tons of different ropes that seem to be like the bottom of them are just sticking on the edge of the cliff face in front of you.
Uh-oh. Guys.
You guys can all notice each other now. What would you like to do?
Okay, first of all,
First of
You
all,
know what?
congrats on
Yeah.
getting through the door.
We did it.
I just had an experience. I feel like we got to maybe... Should we try to prop this door open real quick?
It's shutting, and as you say that, it's completely closed.
Okay, never mind. Well, did
Next
something
time,
weird,
act.
Yeah. Did something weird just happen to you
I hear
guys?
your dream was cut short because you didn't talk.
I saw Ulagan. He told me that I'm on the right path, and he's appreciative of the worshippers I've given him.
So that Ulagan is a real thing?
Of course he is. What are you talking about?
Well, I don't know. I haven't had much luck with
The
deity.
flail starts to come slowly up behind Yamhorn. Ren's fist is shaking. Oh, you mother. You rock eater.
Yeah.
What about you?
I saw my grandfather. He chastised me for wasting my life and then told me to do stuff better.
Yeah, we've been saying that the whole time.
Are you my grandfather?
Dad?
Wow.
Yeah, and then he gave me beer and told me to drink less, but it was kind of confusing.
Yeah, I met an old friend. Do you guys remember me telling you about Lanston?
No.
Wild Stallions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he the bard?
No. No, he wasn't. He was the one.
What did he tell you?
Yeah, he was the one that sacrificed himself to save Bravik.
Oh.
You know the
He's
crater?
got the statue now?
Yeah, the statue and Lanston Crater. It's named after him now.
Canon.
Yep. Lanston
Right.
Crater. It's
I
named
heard
after
about
him.
that.
Yeah. He came to me as well and said I need to roll better, essentially.
Huh.
But
Why are
you
all
guys,
the
Consensus of the season.
Why are all of the people that are watching over us real jerks?
real critical.
Well,
you know what?
Ulagan said that I really need to stick with you guys because we're on the right path to really save a lot of people.
I'm getting the same vibe, guys.
My grandfather said we need to go to the elves down to the south.
Sounds good to me.
So I look left and right and just see a chasm and a bunch of ropes, and like, I think we need to get out of here first.
You're in a... Okay, so let me describe it better for you. There's a wall behind you. It looks like a carved out room. You can see, it's very carved out and sort of like a makeshift oval type of thing, not too long, but it's definitely a long, there's no way that you could climb alongside of the wall to get to the other side. If you were to look over the edge, you would just see it turn black. And like I said, the entire expanse, we'll say it's 100 feet from wall to wall. Every 10 feet or so, there's a rope just with and it looks like it's just attached to the ceiling somewhere. Right. And the other end of it is just magically placed on the edge for you to pick up and do what you like.
We gotta, swing across.
Well, first thing, guys, I think the experience that we just had together, let's seal the deal. Hands in the middle. Ren and friends on 3.
All right, fine.
1,
I am kind of moved, so.
2, 3.
Ren and friends forever.
Younghorn
right.
jumps off the cliff. I'm kidding. I don't.
I pull out a collapsible shovel. I hand it to you. I pull out a pickaxe and I say, "What do you say we dig out of here?" No, I'm kidding.
That determination. And
What do you say
stubbornness.
we dig underneath this trench?
So
You know what dwarves say? You can't go over it. Go under it.
Go through. Yeah. All right.
Ren, you have something?
So I think the best thing to do. Well, first we should check this door and make sure that it's actually closed.
I'll handle that. Why don't you guys inspect the ropes? And
All right.
so I'll inspect the door to make sure that there's no.
Okay, I'm going to
Wait.
keep the same initiatives for a dream sequence. So, Yamhorn, you would like to do what?
Check the lock.
Okay.
Or check the door to see. I get a little bonus for checking locks and stuff.
Okay, go ahead.
Or disarming and opening. Okay.
I remember. I listened to episode 3.
So it's a sleight of hand, right? Or is it?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
New Yumhorn. Lanston did the job here.
Praise be to Lanston. Natural 20
I guess
plus
I got to open this now.
plus 7. So
Okay.
27.
Okay.
I Kool-Aid right through that door.
All right. So you're looking around the big round stone door, and you go, "Wow, this is really locked in place."
He could tell just by looking. What a crit.
and when you peek through like the little square areas, like where you saw the white
stones.
light coming through. When you peek through, you can see that all of the stones are back in the holding case where they are, the little dais that they were on before.
That's creepy. Do I see anybody that put them back?
Nope.
No sort of Jeeves coming through after us. And,
Magic.
oh, man.
Magic.
You guys, we only got one way, and that's across or dead.
Are you sure? I mean, did you roll well?
Or under.
Yumhorn?
Yeah.
Or under. Here we go.
Trust
That
me,
shovel
guys.
still.
Trust me, guys. There's no going through. Okay.
All right. I rolled a 15 to inspect the other stuff.
The ropes?
The ropes? Yeah.
The stuff.
Oh man, you're the worst. Okay, so
That
what
spirit
do you-
ale is getting to you.
Yeah.
It's really strong.
What would you like to do in your inspection?
I would like to just determine the path forward. Like, do we have to swing? Do we have to climb? Do we have to pull? Are they like bells? We can just start ringing them for help. Help us! Oh my God, we're stuck down here in this cave.
It looks like ropes from where they are attached. They look like they would be ropes that you would grab and swing on.
American Ninja style.
So can we reach them? Like,
They are right on the bottom of the rope is right on the
On the
edge
edge.
of the
Okay.
thing. So it's like perfectly placed right there for you to pick it up right in front of, and if you took one step more forward, you'd fall down into the chasm.
is there any sort of, how far is the chasm?
About 100 feet, you said.
Oh,
across.
good. I was going to say 70, but no, about 100 feet.
Yeah. Yeah, you said 70 at first, and then you said 100, and so
Oh, good.
the way I picture it is 100 across, and then maybe like 60 or 70 wide, because you said it's an oval.
It's 100 across the room from left to right.
Okay.
And then I'll just say 70 feet across.
Okay.
To swing across, rather.
Okay.
So front to back is 70, side to side is 100. The room is about 100 feet across. So about every 10 feet there's a rope. So there's 10 ropes.
Oh, wow.
So we have to monkey across.
So is it just the first one that's attached, and then we have to progressively go to the next one, or all 10 are attached and we have to decide which one to take?
So
This is so fun. I drew it one way, but what you just said, I almost kind of like it better. I might change it.
Whoops.
I might
Sorry, guys.
change it from my... No, you know what? I am going to change
so there's
it.
like multiple ropes?
No, there's 10 ropes, but I had them all just lined up where you would have to... But you know what? I like this monkey across thing better.
Okay.
So magically, the room shifts. And you see right in the center, there's one rope. And then you see different ropes hanging all over the place. You know what?
I shoot a dirty glare at
we're
Yamhorn.
we're gonna pause real quick because Daddy's got to go grab his whiteboard. Now that I've got my whiteboard, all of the green dots are where the ropes are placed, and we're gonna take a picture. This will be on Twitter and Instagram for all of you folks. All of the green dots. And then the numbers in between are how far of a space that you have to get swinging and how much more that athletics roll is going to cost you. So for like, here's your center one, the one that's like, that's just the only one that's now, because Yamhorn magically reshaped the room. The only rope that's touching the edge of the ledge right now. So you could go right or left and it's going to be 10 feet. Or you could swing forward, and it's 30 feet. If you go to the 10-foot one, there's a 10-foot one there, or then that's 20 feet in between these two. So it's really just a puzzle, a puzzle thing of how you want to get through it.
And the more ambitious you are, the harder the roll.
Harder the roll.
Okay.
So
and you'll add your athletics. So please have your athletics modifier already memorized so we don't have to waste time.
Red is the dice I roll when I want to win.
All right, so...
Will it be a
Why
different
don't you
kind of
always
roll?
roll the red dice then?
Will it be a
Ren?
different kind of roll to grab the next rope, or will it still just be one roll?
It's just gonna be your athletics roll. So that's gonna give you the swing and the sweet jump off and the grab.
The dismount.
Ren,
Yeah,
at your own hip.
yeah. Get sassy and touch your hip, Ren.
Yeah.
So yeah, of course, I look at you guys and I feel like we need some strength to be able to pass this. So I'm gonna cast Enhance Ability at level 4 to cast it on all three of us. We get Bull Strength. Yes. We have advantage on strength checks.
Yes.
Yeah, and I found out I can cast that
man.
on myself as long as it doesn't say specifically that I can't cast it on myself. So
Okay, great.
I will also cast it on myself.
Okay. Alternatively, if you want, we can put you in my backpack, or like
A
tie
baby
you to me
Bjorn.
with my rope of climbing, and
I'm feeling really good.
Do
after
some
talking
skin to
Olivia.
skin kind of.
yeah, it's really good for your immune system.
Yeah. I just watched the Parks and Rec where they find out that somebody's pregnant and Gary,
Larry.
whichever name is it, yeah,
Terry.
and he's doing like that, and it grosses me out.
I love that.
All right, you guys ready?
Yes, sir. I think.
Tell me who would like to go first, or do you guys want to roll initiative orders?
Yeah, let's do that again.
Let's
You
stick
wanna
with
do
the initiative we had.
Okay.
I think it's fine.
Okay,
Fine.
so with the
Yamhorn.
initiative that you have, Yamhorn is up first. He grabs the first rope. Are you going 10 feet right, 10 feet left, or do you want to go 30 feet sort of up and diagonal?
I am going to go for the 30 feet because I feel like out of all of us, I'm going to have the best luck.
Okay.
So, here we go.
Oh, advantage.
Okay. Sorry, bleep that.
But before you jump off, I'm just gonna reach out and swipe at you and give you some guidance as
Okay.
well. So you get a plus or a D4. Also,
Okay, I'm gonna.
And make sure that in character you tell the person that they have guidance.
guidance.
Yamhorn.
Thank you. As I swing away. Oh yes. Okay. So 8.
So you're going for the
13.
30-foot one?
Yeah.
Okay.
17.
Holy cow.
You beat my DC. All right.
Oh, thank God.
So you
It's all because of that. last
grab
little-
it and you go and and then like you swing and you just kind of like go way back and you grab it and you jump and you just swing out, and right at the last second as you're getting right up there, you let go and you go flying forward and you grab the rope, and you are now 20 feet from the other side.
Thank God.
And you're hanging there. Durok, the rope that Yamhorn just used, magically swings back and sets itself perfectly on the edge in front of you.
I feel like I would be doing a disservice to the point of these trials in this cave if I use my rope of climbing to grab other ropes and make this easy. So,
Are you trying to? So listeners don't say, "Why didn't he just use his?"
yeah, because earlier I accidentally said it out loud, and then the DM said something like,
Go ahead and
"You
try
shouldn't
it.
have said that out loud."
Well, why don't you try it? Let's see what hilarity ensues.
DM, should I try it so we can see?
You're the player. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
His smug smile. makes
Do you
me
trust
feel
the DM or not?
I mean, can it be a harmless lesson in which I just learned to grab it?
I doubt it'll be harmless, but it'll be a lesson.
It will definitely be a lesson.
Okay.
I say if Durok would
Look.
think to do that, do it.
He would. However, he also wants to prove that he is worthy of the trials of this cave.
What would Grandpa say in this situation?
He would say, grab the rope and quit being a ninny.
Yamhorn yells back from a rope 40 feet away from you.
So tell me about your grandpa. What's he like?
So I just want to say to you, give me the easy route, and I will give you guidance. And I'll give you guidance as well.
Oh, so should I leave that open for you? What's the easy route?
Either left or right. They're, I think, the same distance.
It's 10 feet to the right or left, and then it's 10 feet, keep going right or left, but then both of them have a 30-foot expanse.
So you probably want to go like up the middle or something?
No,
Then
he's going to
is
stick
what
to the left
Yamhorn
or the
just
right.
did, and
Yeah, that
there's
was
a
the
30-foot thing.
It looks like the right one
Is easier?
has 10, 10,
20.
and 20.
And then these numbers up here are what it is to the ledge.
Okay, so I guess I'll go left and you can have the right?
I feel like that would be the safe bet.
Okay. I will accept your guidance.
But also you're going one at a time, so like, you know, you guys could all technically go the same way if you wanted. Just gotta wait for the other person to get off on the other side.
Whatever, I'll go left. Oops. 22.
And add your athletics.
22.
Okay. So you're going to the 10-foot one to the left?
Yep, I'm going the left.
Okay, you easily make it.
Okay.
And the rope magically resets for Ren.
Okay.
All right, I'll grab it. And this doesn't say that I can't cast guidance on myself, so I'm going to cast guidance on myself.
Okay. I like that you've got cards now.
Yeah, they're super handy.
Ren's got all his spell cards out. Take notes, idiots.
And they're
I've
laminated.
got mine, but my spells aren't in the cards that I have yet.
So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go right.
All right.
17.
All right. You swing perfectly out to the right, and you make that 10-foot little gap.
Nice work, Ren.
Yamhorn, we're back to you. You were 20 feet from the ledge.
I yell out, "Way to go, team!" And you said I'm how far from the ledge?
You're 20 feet.
20 feet. All right, I'm going for it.
Okay.
So I don't have guidance anymore, but I still have
No, you have
bull
it for
strength.
a minute, right?
No.
I used it.
Yeah,
though.
guidance ends after you
okay,
use it.
my bad.
To the right is 10 feet, and then that rope is 10 feet. To the left is 50 feet, and that rope is 2 feet away from
Okay.
the ledge.
But I am 20 feet.
But you were 20
away.
feet at where you are right now.
Okay. How long has it been since our rest?
You're good.
I haven't reset anything.
Okay, so I probably don't. I was gonna just Misty Step the rest of the way, but I
Oh,
don't,
no, you don't have
yeah,
that.
I don't think I
you
have that
just
anymore.
Got Misty stepped and arrowed, so
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
20. 15 plus 5.
Great. So you start shaking the rope, you get a good momentum going, and you are the first to reach the other side.
I did it, guys.
And with that, that's where we leave it for this week.
Oh.
I have been your host and DM for Season 2 of Chaotic Amateurs. Bentley Michaels. To my right, I have...
Caleb is Yamhorn Durrell.
Rhett is Duroc Dragon's Bane.
Milo's are in.
Grab your swords and keep on adventuring.
Follow us across all platforms with Chaotic Amateurs. Please subscribe, rate, and review our show on your podcast app of choice to help us climb the charts and find new adventurers. Or become a patron on Patreon to help our heroes continue their quest. Thank you for listening to Chaotic Amateurs.